At some point, I feel someone shaking me gently. I blink, letting out a yawn, looking to my side, and I notice Rofi's absence. Quickly, then, I look up to see Theo. Hey, Brandon. It's been a number of hours. Where did Rofi go? I stumble upright, almost stepping on my tail. Don't worry, he's heading back to mine now. Medically cleared Diana and all that. I glance at the sheep, conked out and snoring softly in her seat, plugged in phone slipping out of her hands and into her lap. Why didn't Rofi wake me? We could have walked back together. Do you think you're good to head back to? I get up and stretch. Yeah, I think so. Thanks for coming to get us, Theo. Of course, the storm looks like it's calmed down for the day, or at least for now. I can walk with you anyway, though, if you'd like. Oh, you're not coming back? Not yet. I've still got a few more things to sort out with other folks before I call it a day. I raise an eyebrow, but he clarifies. No one in this house, at least for now. Alright, in that case, I can make it back on my own. Theo nods, and after I bundle up again, moves to get the door. He hesitates, paw on the doorknob, thoughts clearly rolling behind his eyes. Don't worry about it, Theo. It's been a long, stressful morning for all of us. At least it's over now. Surprise, and then gratitude. Thank you, Brandon. Get back safely, okay? I smile at him. You too, Theo. Don't stay out too long. The trip back to Theo's house is thankfully uneventful. The fox was right. It feels uncharacteristically calm outside, especially compared to this morning. The landscape was no clearer, but I could make out the destination in the distance. Surprisingly, some of our paw prints from earlier have survived. And before long, I found myself stepping through Theo's front door. Brandon, I was wondering when you'd get back. Was everything all right out there? He ushers me in as we talk. Yeah. Is Rofi back? Yes, he is. He said he was really tired, but not much else. He worried me a little, honestly. Did a lot happen when you guys were in Diana's house? Yeah, it was pure chaos for a moment. She was yelling, Theo was yelling, she was having a seizure. I pause, noticing the raptor's concerned eyes. But we got through it, and everyone's okay. He nods. Is he in his room now? Yes, but I think he might need a little time on his own. That's the vibe I got from him earlier, at least. I exhale. You'll get your chance soon, Brandon. In the meanwhile, RT prepared some food if you're interested in that. Sure, Beth, Tom's wife made us some breakfast, but that feels like ages ago now. Both Hunter and Artemis are at the dining table eating when Ollie and I walk in. I elect to withhold details of the event at Diana's house for now. Instead, I allow myself to relax for the first time today, enjoying the company, the laughter, listening to Artemis and Hunter bicker playfully, I think. But through the chatter, I'm painfully aware of Rofi's absence. It's hard to leave the warm company, especially after the day we all had. But it finally feels like the right time to go to him. I get up. Hey guys, I'm gonna make a plate for Rofi and take it upstairs to him. Yeah, I'm sure he's tuckered out and needs a bite. He'd like that. Artemis nods. Let us know if you need anything, okay? Ollie clearly reads me like a book. Yeah, of course. Thank you, guys. I quickly heap a collection of food onto an empty plate. Poor dog's probably starving. After the mountain of calories feels adequate for Rofi's appetite, I make my way upstairs. I pause outside his door. Should I knock? That's silly. I was literally sleeping here a few hours ago. But no response. Rofi, I have some food from downstairs. You barely touched your pancakes earlier, so I know you're hungry. Can I come in? Still nothing, until I listen closer. Some wrestling, And then the sound of someone crying. A painful, heavy dread weighs me down right through the floor. Shattered glass, bitter frost. I almost throw the door open. Oh. Rofi? I freeze at the threshold, not sure what to do. He doesn't look up, but his chest heaves as he cries, hunched up against the bed frame in the wall. It doesn't even feel like he notices me here. I clatter the plate onto the desk before rushing over to him. Oh, Rofi. I instinctively reach to hug him, but then grayscale frames lit ablaze as a last resort. Oh, it's all too much for me to process at once. I gently slump to the floor by his side. A million different words claw their way up to my throat, but none of them feel right. I keep my mouth shut, and slowly, I hear him start to breathe more regularly. He looks up at me, no brave smile to be found. Then, he opens his mouth to speak as he gets the last of his sniffles out. Brandon? My throat feels dry, as if I was the one just crying. Yeah, Rofi, I'm here. The dog wipes one paw across his face, though his tears have already soaked through his fur. They were right, weren't they? I know exactly who he's talking about, but it doesn't feel right to jump to that conclusion just yet. Is this about today? Diana was more than a handful. I know that must have been... No, not her. Then, was it Theo? He was kind of harsh. Not him either. Then... Rofi's paws are trembling, damp, matted fur discolored by tears. I can't hold myself back any longer. I reach for his paw with mine. Can I? He nods and I pull them towards me, resting on my leg. I'm here to listen to you, Rofi. Whatever you have to say. Nothing but his sniffles fill the silence. Then finally, Brandon? Yeah, Rofi? What does love mean to you? That's going to give me a bunch of choices right now. They're going to make me think. Security, passion, loyalty, freedom. I don't really know. This makes me think about this, because this very question right here, like, what is love to you, right? I asked this question on Valentine's Day, this last Valentine's Day, I think, or maybe the one before that, I don't know. A lot of days have gone past. And I talked to a lot of people on that stream about, like, what love is. And I got a lot of good inputs. There were some bad answers, right? There were some good answers. And then, my answer kind of evolved a little bit, but it kind of stayed the same. I think love is a fiery emotion that encompasses all of them. Like, if you hate something, it's because you love something else. If something else makes you happy, it's probably because you love something. If you feel excited for something, it's because you love something. Like, every single emotion stems from love. All of them. The negative ones, the positive ones, every single emotion. And it's almost like you can't even feel emotion without having love there at its core. But then there's, like, the different kind of love. Like, do you love this person? That kind of love. And I still think that is pretty much the same. But I think it encompasses everything. I think it could be security, passion, loyalty, freedom, and so on and so on. And so it's a very difficult thing to say. And I don't think there's any wrong answers to this. You could literally say love is hate. You can say love is love. You could say love is freedom. You can say anything, and it would be the right answer, because everything stems from love, because it's just a fiery emotion that encompasses everything. And that's how I picture it. When I think of love, I just think of just like a flowing fire, that's like encompassing all different kinds of colors and stuff in it. And it's just flowing, and it goes erratically, right? Sometimes it can just go out of control like a forest fire, just wiping everything out. Just for love. Or it could just be a little kindling fire that you keep going, you baby. You don't let it go far, but it could go far if you let it. If you let that little bit of flame touch anything, it will just ignite. But it is very easy to snuff out as well. I don't know. It's Like, even when I say that, it makes me think about it, and then I'm like, is that how I explained it? I know a few times in that stream, and it was like VR chat, what is love? I know that was the thumbnail to it, and it was on Valentine's Day. And I talked about it the entire day, and I know somewhere in there I talked about exactly what I thought it was. And I do believe it is kind of a choice, but without it being a choice, if that makes sense. Because some people are like, you can't just choose to love someone. But I think at a certain point, you like build up these things with somebody, right? And you start to feel that. But you have to make a choice at some point. You're going to be like, am I going to commit to this person or not? And once you commit to that person, then you're really expressing to yourself that you love them in a way. And that isn't the action that makes love, because it builds up. But at a certain point, you have to be like, okay, I choose you. I'm going to all in on you. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. You know what I mean? Or something among those lines. And so it is a commitment at some point, but it's everything else. But I may not be able to say this right. I did say this once before. I might put a little snippet. You might see me wearing a different shirt or something like that of me explaining this. But anyways, let me know what anybody that's watching this part right now, let me know what you think in the comments right now. What is love to you? And because I'd like to know. That's one of my favorite things to ask people is what is love to them. And so this is very intriguing to me. For me, it's a fiery emotion that encompasses all of the emotions. It's every single emotion. It's all of them at once. And because if you think about it, think about being extremely sad and crying. One of those days that you just felt super sad, you were crying and all of that, right? It was probably because of love. You probably loved something. You probably loved a puppy, it died. You probably loved I had this little collectible item. I liked it. Now I lost it. Now I'm crying. You know what I mean? Or you might listen to a song and you really love this song and it makes you cry because you just love it so much. It makes you feel this emotion. You know what I mean? And same with all the other emotions. Okay. I think we should move on because I could talk about that for a while. I think for the choices here though, I'm going to put I don't really know because it's hard to know because it's all of them. I can't just choose one of these options above. The I don't know seems like the most accurate for what this is because I couldn't just say it's freedom. Freedom doesn't even sound right. If I was forced to choose one of these four options, I'd be between passion and loyalty. I'd be between those two right there. I still couldn't pick. That'd be a 50-50 between me. And so I'm going to say I don't really know. But yeah, let me know down below what love is to you guys. I don't really know. It's too complex for me to break down, but I think I know it when I feel it. What does love mean to you, Rofi? Company. Not just the kind that you go out to dinner with once in a while to catch up. Catching up with most people's exhausting. It's the people that I go to the little things with. I wouldn't text Artemis about the really sweet coffee I just had at the hospital cafe, or Theo about my tummy hurting after eating too much. My relationships with them just don't work that way. And that isn't to say that there isn't love of some sort there. It's just different. Different from Mom and Dad. They drive me insane, but His voice cracks softly. He looks down at our paws, seemingly startled by the sight, before gently pulling his away from mine. He clears his throat. They love me in that way. They do want to hear about those things. But with what strings attached? Being forced to stay on the wrong path? Growing your happiness secondhand from someone else's? Echoes from the previous night's dream reverberate loudly in my mind. At what cost? I wince as those words come out. So sorry, I didn't mean to. No, it's okay. At face value, it was really no cost at all. To child me, at least. They had everything laid out for me. I just had to check all the boxes off. It was the easiest path, the least resistant. And then, a chuckle. And here I am instead, A half-baked healthcare worker on paid vacation, still working. And almost killing a woman. Wait, killing her? You saved her. He exhales, closing his eyes. At the very end, when I almost gave her those sleeping meds, and Theo stopped me because she was starting to look better, I wasn't thinking straight. Sleeping meds and alcohol both suppress your body's drive to breathe. And in an older person, that could stop your breathing altogether. But you said the medication stopped seizures, right? Yes, but it was slowing by that time already. And I'm betting she had unsafe amounts of alcohol in her system even before we saw her. He puts his snout in his paws again, another grim laugh. And then what would I have done? Given the woman CPR until emergency services could arrive? To fix what I did? With the snow in the way, I would have died of exhaustion before they showed up. But that didn't happen, right? That's why you work with other people in the hospital, so they can catch your mistakes. But it shouldn't have happened at all. And maybe it wouldn't have if I just listened to them. I ask a question I know the answer to already. Rofi, what did they want? A real doctor. And all they got was an assistant. There are so many things I want to say, so many things I want to ask, but none of them feel right for the moment. I know that this goes further than just his career. The small, simple picture frames in my dream glow bright as ever in my memory. The dog stands up slowly. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm really, really tired. I think I might call it a night early. Don't apologize, Rofi. I think I'm going to do the same if that's okay with you. He nods, then flickers his eyes to his bed, clearly remembering our previous night's sleeping arrangement. What did he want? Should we sleep separately tonight? Hey, did you? Would it be too presumptuous of me to sleep next to him again? Yeah, I don't know what the right response is. I was a little warm last night. Is it okay if I grab the air mattress? What is it I see in his eyes? Hurt? Relief? Sometimes I can read him so well, and other times he's just like a stranger to me. Or maybe I'm a stranger to him? Yeah, of course, that's totally fine. Do you need help? No, I got it. Thanks, Rofi. As I turn to leave, I see him reach for the plate I left on the desk. Good. At least he's eating. As I step into the living room, I can hear laughter echoing from the basement, a mix of Hunter, Ollie, and Artemis. I should update them, at least briefly. I turn and descend the second flight of stairs. Looks like an intense pool game is going on, except all of the striped balls are gone and pretty much every solid ball is still on the table. Hunter and Ollie are seated on the couch while Artemis paces with his pool cue. Hey, Brandon. He gestures to the clearly one-sided game. Want a round after? I'm okay, but thanks. Ollie, reading my mind, pipes up. How's Rofi? He's really tuckered out after everything that's happened today. The mood dampens quickly. Is he all right? I'm honestly not sure. I think we'll need a bit of time to reset. Theo made the situation sound really stressful, but he said that Rofi navigated it quite well. I nod, but decide not to disclose anything more. It definitely took a lot out of him, I agree. Gosh, I hope he's able to rest up tonight. Yeah, I think he's calling it a night early, but I just want to let you guys know. Thanks, dude. We'll be extra nice to him tomorrow. I think I'm heading up too. Just going to keep him company. I think he'd appreciate that. I nod and thank the bunch before returning to the living room for the air mattress. I knock again, and Rofi calls out, Come in. The dog is sprawled out on his bed, staring up at the ceiling. Hey, sorry for dumping all that on you. No, it's okay. Are you feeling a little better? The dog nods wordlessly. I think I believe him. If there's anything I can do, please Tell me. It feels like he's about to ask for something. This time yesterday, a hug would have felt more than appropriate. But today, I'm okay, but thank you, Brandon. I exhale silently, heart sinking. We exist together in this room, quietly. It doesn't feel awkward, just different. At some point, I plug in the air mattress, punctuating the still air with soft motor noises. Want me to turn off the lights? Yes, please. Darkness fills the room as I find my way back to my air mattress, making myself comfortable. Is he asleep? I'm afraid to move around and make any noise. I want him to sleep well. Brandon? My fur bristles, startled by his voice. Yeah, Rofi? Thank you for being here. A touch of relief spreads throughout my chest. Always. I think I mean it. Not long afterward, I hear Rofi's breathing slow as he slips into a deep sleep. I spend the next hour scrolling on my phone in the dark. It doesn't take long before sleep consumes me too. Don't tell me that's the end of the demo again. Thank you so much for playing Hold on. Thank you so much for playing so far. Promises to Keep has been a true labor of love for all of us, and we appreciate your interest and support. Please consider following us on Blue Sky, Twitter, and itch.io to keep up with the latest PTK news, or supporting us on Patreon for early access to the game updates, art, music, and more. Patreon support grants access to our official community Discord, which just hit 1K members. Special thanks to all of our gracious Patreons. You make this possible. Is my face cam covering any of them up? They are. I want all of them to be shown. Those are all the Patreon supporters. I'd read their names, but I'd probably massacre every single one of them back to back. It would be a little wild. Oh, there's some more. Let me take my face cam down. I forgot. They said there was 1,000. So, oops, wrong button. Wrong button. That was a feet shot. Sorry, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Next. Oh, I can't believe that's already over. No, I don't want it to be over. And it ends on such a sad note. They're sitting there talking about love, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, let me get the air mattress. They pull that move out on you. And then that's where it ends. I can't believe he asked about the mattress. I mean, it is the right choice, but I think they both wanted to cuddle. Was I getting the right vibe there? They both wanted to cuddle and be by each other, or something, or at least. But maybe it was the right move. Maybe he was thinking he needed to be by himself, and maybe, I don't know. That's the move anyone would actually logically make, because everyone would be too nervous to be like, to even just remotely ask, do you want to lay by each other, or do you want to, like, it could have gone so many different ways. I feel like it's ending in a bad way this time. It's a heart-wrencher. But now, what's sad is this music rolls in, and then now I know we're going to have to wait a while before we can continue this game, because now what they're going to have to do is, I think this was day 5. I might be wrong or right on that. It's either day 4 or day 5. Now they have to make day 5 for all of the other characters if you chose a different path a little earlier on in the game. And so once all of those are set, then day 6 will be made for the characters, and that is if Rofi is the first one they do to do that. So we might be a few months out before continuing this series. But I just this game it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful game, and it's just like I can just keep playing this. I hate having to like wait now. That's the hard part. Come on, it's so good. It's so good. I just can't even. And then it's gone, and now we have to wait. It's over again. At least the bottom line is that it's not goodbye forever, you know what I mean? We still have more updates. It's going to be really sad when it's the final chapter and it's the end for all of it. That's going to just be, oh my goodness, that's going to be just detrimental. I'm going to be so cooked. This chapter was actually so good. It started off as a heart-wrencher with the dream and all of it burning. And then it ends with this. And then they don't even... He pulls away. And they sleep separately afterward. And it's like they were so close. It's like, come on. I don't even know. And again, make sure to comment down below what love is to you, since that seems to be the theme of this episode. But yeah, I can guarantee that once this next chapter of day 6 or something, I don't know, unless I could be wrong, but once day 6 comes out for Roie, you know for certain I'll be making videos on it immediately. And now, if you did like any of the other characters, there's different, like you can see here on the pictures here. So all these black marks here, those are other paths you could have chosen in the game. I just kept choosing Roie. And so right now we're on Roie's. Like you can see those are all the other paths, and they're going to be making, I think they're doing Theo's day 5 next. And so if you're a Theo fan and you're playing this game, and you choose Theo, I believe the main choice that matters, if you're wondering, I'm kind of going on an extra tangent here because I don't want to say goodbye just yet. Let me go to my loads real quick. Right down here, no, is that it? That might be it. That might be it. Well, anyways, there's a part of the game where you're down here in like the bar and you're like picking a drink. Oh yeah, vodka, all of this. Depending on who you choose down here sets the path. So there is some other choices you can choose so you can get information on different characters. But once you choose this one, that's what changes like who you stick with. And I went with Roie. But yeah, then your story would be different. So make sure to come check this game out on itch.io for yourself, and you could get a completely different story than what I'm reading here if you go in for yourself. So I'm just saying. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching these promises to keep videos I've been doing. I've actually gotten a lot of support on these. I've been getting, like, every time, like, I get more likes on these than a lot of my other videos, and I've gotten beautiful comments on this from multiple people, and it's like it really, when I see those, it really does make my day, and gives me a lot of motivation to continue. Even though this game right here, I have plenty of motivation to play it, because I absolutely love this story, but when I see those, it's just like, now I gotta even try to do better, because like I see that and I'm like, okay, yeah. And yeah, thank you. This was Promises to Keep. I don't know when we'll return. Yeah, if you guys would like to play this game for yourself, this is itch.io. You just click on this. I'll show you guys how I find this game. So there is this search bar right here. Never use this search bar on itch.io. I promise you, it does not work. You will not see games even if you type in the name word for how it is in this game. Like, see this one called Hollow Spire? I can go up here and type that in word for word. It will not show up. I promise you it won't. It's weird. Go to Browse, and then you want to add some tags. And you gotta be careful though. There is some games on here that are adult games, so just know that. But like, it's just like Steam if you type on Steam, but there's no filter, I believe, on here at the moment. So you just want to type in furry, and look, it shows up immediately right here, Promises to Keep. But also you can type in visual novel. This is the best way to find them, is you just want to type in like things like this. You'll find Promises to Keep here, or if you just type in Promises to Keep, it should just show up like this, and you can go straight to the page as well. There's multiple ways to find it. It's different, and just so you find it, but it'll look like this. And if you go to more information, is that it? Updated 21 days ago was when this chapter came out. Wow, that's actually pretty, or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, but if you come in here, they got the development log, and this is where I check for updates. This is where I personally check. It says, "Hi everyone, the result Hi everyone, the result polls are in. Theo will be our next day 4. Oh, so this is day 4. So we just did day 4, so I am waiting for day 5. Okay. But it looks like Theo, like I said earlier, is going to be day 4 update for the release. Version 8, Patreon only, mid-late August. And then if you are not on the Patreon, you do have to wait until August, early September. And I am not currently a Patreon supporter. I really would if I could. If I had extra money, I would 100% be. Not even for the early release. Just to support them because I love this game. Anyways, you can see all of these. Where is it? First day 4 route poll available. PTK, the picture they drew. But yeah, you can see here's a lot of the other people who have played this and like the comment. I love seeing what some people say. Let's go in here real quick. Somebody said, "Let's go, Grandpa Theo." Yeah, finally Theo. Hunter, no, my baby's lost. Anyways, can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. We're so back. It's no longer Joever. What? I don't know. I like reading these comments on this stuff. Skip them all. Do Rofi Day 5. Yeah, that's what I want. Balderson McBaldhead. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Theo, vote Theo, please. Hunter. Was this? Hi everyone. We hope the blah 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 blah. Okay. Oh, so you gotta be on their Patreon for the vote polls. Oh. Yeah, if you want to support them, just come here. Okay, sorry for the. I mean, I'm gonna have to wrap things up. I'm out of time for today, but I hope you guys have been enjoying this. Make sure to go support the developers. Man, this music's so beautiful. I love this music too. Everything about this game is good. Honestly, like I can't even. There is some other visual novels I want to try checking out, but like Rigel Tells, I liked it, but like it kind of faded for me, so I'm kind of not gonna probably continue that one. This one I'm definitely continuing, 100%. But I do want to try some visual novels. I might do like minimum 5 parts on some and see where they are, see if I like them. You know, it's something. And then if I don't like them, I won't do a full series on it. But I'll probably put in the description final video if that was the case. So just make sure to check the description out on those. I probably need to do that for Rigel Tells, but there's a chance I continue it at some point, maybe. I don't know. Like they all started getting 1,000 views and someone said like, please make more, then I'd be like, okay, I'll do it. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I've been here long enough. I've been talking in circles. I don't want to say goodbye, but I have to. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day, a good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you may be. And I will see you guys a few months from now when Rofi Day 5 releases. And hopefully that comes soon. Yeah. Adios.